Okay, so here we are for episode number 2. This poor car's got a lot of stuff sitting on it right now because I've been waiting for a lifetime to get an engine built. It's a TA Performance, going to be a stage 3 motor with F1X Pro charger. I already got the carburetor sitting here. This is the car that I actually got when I was 17. Hadn't even turned 18 yet. Anyway, it's got I built the cage myself, so don't laugh at that, but it works and it's legal. We've been nines with it once. One weekend we spent a whole day in the nines, actually. But back when it was a daily driver in the late 80s, my friend Matt and I were going to get more beer probably. And this Camaro pulled up beside me, and it had been snowing the day or two before, and so I was running around on studded snow tires. I'm not sure if anybody remembers those. But as we were cruising along, a Camaro wanted to race from a dead stop, and I was kind of like, I didn't feel like that was the smartest move. So with a few beers installed already, it really wasn't much coaxing, but we did it anyway. And so we started off the race about a car length and a half behind because it was spinning. Those little studded snow tires were going bing, bing, bing through the fender wells. It was pretty hilarious. And finally, that Camaro guy hangs out the window and starts waving bye-bye at me, like, see you later. And I was like, absolutely not going to happen. And this car used to be a stick shift, so it was a 4-speed back then. And I was in second gear, still spinning the tires, so I just smashed it. That car went completely sideways, and the nose of the car went right by that guy's driver's door because it finally started hooking up once you start spinning the tires at 100, I guess. And I went by this guy with the nose of the car facing him. And then when I went around him, I put a big old S. And all the time we're doing it, the little S's and little scratch marks on the pavement, I was throwing these little studs at his car, all the cars in that parking lot that we went by over there off the dealership world. And the poor guy stuck his head back in the car and was like, nope, I didn't see a thing. He didn't want any more after that. But those scratches stayed on that pavement for probably 4 years till they repaved that whole road again. Anyway, it was a pretty funny time. It was a funny story because 20 years later, a guy came up and says, after I'd painted this car teal green, it used to be forest green. The guy came up and he says, yeah, there was a guy who used to have one of these in town. Had a white vinyl top on it, and it had primer on one quarter panel, and man, that car was fast. And he said he raced me one night on studded snow tires and beat me so bad. He says, I sold that car. And I kind of chuckled after that. But anyway, episode 2, just a little street car action. Talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend.